Coming up on Gym Stars.
It's the Acrobatic British Championships. Dove and Nairi set hearts racing.
With Dove and Nairi, I'm panicking.
And Finn and Kirsten deliver their hardest ever routine.
The more I think about it, the more nervous I'm going to be.
This is Gym Stars.
In Liverpool, it's the second stage of the Acrobatic British Championships. Jordan and Ella and George and Harry have already walked away with gold medals.
It feels really good. We're really proud of ourselves.
Now it's time for two more of our Gym Star pairs to see if they can do the same. Finn and Kirsten are the reigning British champions in the junior category. And today, they're hoping they can do the same as seniors.
Finn and Kirsten, they've been working together since they were very young. They competed at 11 to 16 age group together, and they've gone through all the categories, and now they've reached a senior event.
Both started gymnastics when they were very young and have dedicated hours and hours of training to get to this point.
We train 6 days a week, around 4.5 hours at a time.
Becoming British champions made all the hard work and sacrifice feel worth it.
In first place, winner of the gold medal, mixed pair 2018 British champions are Finn and Kirsten.
At the end of last season, a bronze medal at the World Championships was more than they'd ever hoped for.
As you know, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I can't believe it. I wouldn't want to be matched with anyone else.
Yeah.
But now the pair have become seniors, they've hit a hurdle which may threaten to end their partnership.
Kirsten's been growing, so we've had to work around it.
At first, it was really, really difficult.
You need to change the routine for because of her growth.
Yeah.
You need to take the cannonball out.
Yeah.
When I did grow, all our moves were put off.
Down, down, up, yeah, but with more life. Da, da, da. And again.
And we had to change it all round and almost relearn everything again.
And 4, go 5, and yeah.
Kirsten's growth spurt has meant some of their moves are no longer manageable. So with just days to go before the championships, they've had to adapt their routine.
Lift your arms a little bit more and give it a little bit more direction at the beginning.
This competition is quite a concern because we don't know if it's going to go to plan or if it's going to go off because I've grown so much. The more I think about it, the more nervous I'm going to be.
Kirsten's grown quite a bit in the last so many months. It's proved to be quite difficult during training, but they've worked so hard together. They've really buckled down, done everything that's been asked from them. You lost your feet, and that's the only bit of the routine I've seen, if I was honest. How did you feel it went?
It was okay.
OK, well, go and do the other elements that you need to do on this floor then.
Now me and Kirsten have moved up to seniors. We're adding in a lot more difficult moves to higher our difficulty and hopefully make us get a bigger score. And the routine will be a lot harder as it is such a big jump. But I think we're having fun and hopefully it all goes well.
The British is the first British we're actually competing in senior. We're a bit nervous on that side, but very excited to show what we can do.
The other pair from the squad hoping to do well today are Finn's best friend Dove and her partner Nairi. Last season, after splitting up with their previous partners, Coach Nikki matched Dove and Nairi together.
OK, show me the flag. I want to see them perform. I want them to interact with the audience and try and bring the audience into their performance. That's what we need when they're actually competing.
A perfect match in terms of size, the pair wowed the crowds at competitions.
I like it because it goes with the blonde hair.
And soon became friends too. Now, they're hoping all the hard work's been worth it and a gold medal at the British Championships could be theirs.
Nairi, I feel you can take a little bit more care on where your weight is at the bottom of the bend. Elbows, don't twist on the catch, Dove, keep it square. Don't be lazy out there, really use your time wisely.
There was a few little things, like maybe a few little wobbles and things like that.
When you're nervous, it becomes a lot more wobbly.
Time's up. Warm-up is over. As the audience flocks to the arena, Finn and Kirsten have taken themselves off to prepare, and find a bit of calm.
Yeah, I really like you doing my makeup because it just means that it's like a lot less stress for me because it takes so long sometimes. So it's nice for you to be able to bring all of it and I'm not having to worry about doing it.
I think it's nice to just like relax before a competition as well.
Finn, he enjoys doing my makeup because if something's out of place when someone else does it, it really annoys him.
Although Kirsten's feeling calm and confident, her mum's far from relaxed.
I'm feeling a little bit anxious but excited. I'm sure it will be a good day.
Each pair performs 2 routines, and the best go through to the final. It's an anxious wait as rival teams take to the floor.
I was a little bit worried about Kirsten's growth for the competition. We have added in so many new moves and so much more difficulty, which is making the routines really hard.
You're experienced now. Get out there and show her. He's a big girl now, you're a senior. I'm getting excited to watch this.
When we're walking out on the floor, you can't really see anything apart from the floor and the judges because you've zoned everything out. But hearing the crowds just cheer you on, knowing that you are capable of what you're about to show them, it is a really big confidence boost.
When I step out onto the floor to do our routines, I do kind of zone out. The only thing I do hear during my routine is the music and every single beat that I need to hit. And then it gets to the moves, and then I start thinking about where I need to push, throw, catch, balance, anything I need to do to make that move work. But it is almost memory, to be honest. I just zone out and let my body do it. Once it finishes, then I kind of slowly zone back in. It is a bit like letting the world back in one step at a time.
All of my teammates cheered whilst I was doing my routine. It was just a big confidence boost, really.
They've done fantastically, a score of 26.96.
So we just finished our routine and it went really well.
That is our hardest routine and we've managed to go through clean again. And it's our first proper time doing it in a senior competition like this, so I'm really, really pleased.
So they should be. That was a fantastic first time as seniors, and they are heading into the final in first place. Now it's down to Dove and Nairi to see if they can join them.
With Dove and Nairi, my nerves tend to get the better of me sometimes, so yeah, I'm really nervous. I'm panicking.
How many steps is it again?
What?
I go on your 7 and I do 9. Yes.
Yep, packed everything. Got my book and spare t-shirts just in case.
In Bristol, Chase is preparing for his own British Championships in a very different way. After breaking his arm last season, Chase won gold at the National Championships a few weeks ago. But the screw that's been put in his arm is giving him grief, so it's time to get it out.
It's been really sore, and whenever I knocked it, it really hurt.
So now he's heading to hospital for an operation. But that's not what's bothering him.
I'm so hungry.
You don't cope very well without food, do you?
No, I need my food.
Muscles need to be fed.
Yeah. Before I had my operation, I wasn't allowed to eat since 7:30 in the morning till after my operation.
He's hugging the tomatoes.
I love them.
Oh. I'll do you a nice big bowl of tomatoes when you finish later.
The hospital isn't far, but will breakfast-free Chase survive?
Go on.
Lemonade. Lemonade is clear.
No, it's not.
It says, Chase, on this letter, if you do not follow the correct starving instructions, your child's procedure may be delayed. So that's why you can't eat, honey.
Afterwards, can they make me a roast dinner?
They might give you some toast.
Ooh.
And a glass of squash.
Ooh.
Chase is hoping he'll be back to full fitness in time for the British Championships.
We got Chase here for surgery.
It's all set for today?
Yep, all set.
OK, and how's your elbow been?
Only a couple of weeks ago, innit? I won the National Championships, which is
amazing.
a really big competition.
Are you sure you want the screw out? Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, I want it out.
Excellent, OK. So we're just going to open up that scar for you.
Yep.
Find the screw.
Yep.
I'm going to find my shiniest screwdriver in the box and carefully take the screw out.
All that's left now is for Chase to be wheeled down to theatre.
I love you. Hi, sweetie.
Chase's operation should take around 20 minutes.
Can you push number 4 for me?
Oh, yeah.
Teamwork.
Good job.
Good stuff, Chase.
No one likes being in hospitals. Knowing that I had to get put to sleep and they were operating on my arm wasn't very nice to think of.
I just want to get him back now, really.
That's perfect. It's always a nice sight for a surgeon to see the glint of the steel of the screw head, which I'm already seeing now.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to keep it, which is sad, but I did get to see it, and it wasn't very nice.
And that's the operation done.
Ooh, food.
It's time for what Chase has been waiting all day for.
I can't even hold this, like the strength in my hands is gone. Got jam all over my face.
It's like you've not eaten for a week, my God.
The Artistic British Championships is only a few weeks away. So knowing Chase, once he's had his toast, he'll want to get straight back to the gym. In Liverpool, Dove and Nairi are preparing to step onto the floor to see if they can join friends Finn and Kirsten in the finals of the British Championships.
With Dove and Nairi, I tend to sort of hide behind either another coach or behind the curtains and just sort of do that general little peek to see how it's all going and listen to the crowd to see what their reactions are.
We want to go out there and smash it.
Nairi, as soon as you've done 2 seconds, you start thinking about holding back on again, and that's when you've got the wobble in your one arm. Because when you actually hold it for your warm-up and you do like 10 seconds, so get in your head that you're holding it a lot longer, hold for 3, then a clean across.
The scariest moment for me is just getting into the start position because you haven't done any of the routine yet and you've still got to concentrate on every little bit.
In our balance routine, our second move was a bit wobbly. It wasn't how we wanted it to go. When we went over to the one-arm hold, it was wobbly. It didn't quite go right to bend my leg to try and catch it, and then from then on, the whole move kind of had a constant shake to it. I was just trying really hard to stay strong and keep it there because I wasn't going to let it fall.
Well, they managed not to fall, but that wee wobble could cost them a place in the final.
The second move, I think it was completely you, just seemed to collapse underneath.
When I came off the floor, my adrenaline was going through my body. I felt a bit shocked, but also just relieved that it was over, I guess.
I was quite disappointed with their routine. There was quite a few errors in there. I felt that Dove collapsed in her back, dropped her shoulders, and I think that's where it started going wrong. Then they both started panicking. I know what I was on about. You collapsed in your body tension underneath.
It made me feel a bit angry, to be honest. It's because I know how many times in the gym we've done it so easily and then we go on the floor and it ends up being wobbly. For ourselves, I think we would have hoped it would have been stiller.
But there was a bright side.
It wasn't clean, but you still managed to make it work. She still didn't hit the floor. Let's not blame each other. We're a partnership. We're getting on well together and we can really do this.
One little mistake surely isn't too bad for the girls' first time competing as a pair at the British Championships.
How are you feeling about the routine?
Yeah, it was all right. I'm a bit disappointed, but at the end of the day, we still got a good score.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same. I'm a bit annoyed that the second move was wobbly. I think we do have a wobble now and again in our routines.
Yeah, we've never really fell, have we, though?
No, we've never
just
had a fall, touch wood.
It's the first time they've been put under this amount of pressure within a competition, and they're actually bonding together as a good partnership.
And every cloud has a silver lining. As the wobble was the girls' only error, they've managed to scrape a place in the finals.
Even with that big wobble, they're still in first place. You know, I think what we need to do is get through to the girls. Yes, it wasn't as good as what we wanted. Yes, you made mistakes, but you still made it work.
I think the main thing is that we go out to the finals and complete a good routine, and that's the routine that really matters.
The 2019 British Championships are almost done. In a few minutes' time, our pairs will be leaving with or without the medals they've worked so hard for.
I started out in artistic gymnastics before I got into tumbling. I think Bryn Bevan is a top artistic gymnast. He went to the Rio Olympics at the age of 19.
Powers up, half turn on, 2 somersaults,
It was brilliant.
My proudest moment is being part of the World Championships team that took a silver medal in Glasgow 2015, which qualified us directly to the 2016 Rio Olympic Games.
As a child, I was quite mischievous, very hyper and just misbehaving. I would never listen to anything that my parents told me to do. I first got involved in a swim and gymnastics class, and that was where they spotted a little bit of talent. And where I was doing swimming, I would just sink to the bottom and I couldn't swim very well, but they said that I was actually quite talented at gymnastics.
Nice, Bryn.
Bryn's coach knew instantly that this was someone with potential.
It's funny, a lot of the athletes I work in, it takes time to develop a thought about whether they're going to be good or not. But with Bryn, as soon as he walked in the gym, as soon as I see him flying around, I realised that he was going to be something special.
Once I started gymnastics, my parents felt that my behaviour had improved and I was a lot easier to handle.
When Bryn made it to the Rio Olympics in 2016, it was a dream come true.
He just rose to the occasion every single time and just delivered for the team. He was incredible, and it was just so nice to see him doing what he loved and doing what he did best out there on the world stage.
This sense of achievement, this sense of pride, just to even get myself there. But once I did, I had the absolutely best experience of my life.
At the Acrobatic Championships in Liverpool, Dove and Nairi are hoping to put their wobble behind them as they prepare to perform in the final.
Calm, take your time, strong positions. Don't let anything go soggy. Good luck, guys. Be amazables. And then after you've performed, I can breathe.
And then holiday time.
Then holiday. Right, good luck, girls. I'm having kittens.
When you walk onto the carpet, you get like a big rush of adrenaline. Like you see the judges and you see like everyone watching, you're a bit like, okay, we've got to do this now.
You're like out the back and like hidden, then you like walk out and you're like, whoa, like I didn't realise this like as big as this. It's a lot scarier than you think.
The girls are off to a good start. Oh, don't think Dove meant to do that.
I just kind of thought, oh, that's really annoying. Like it's such an easy thing not to step, and I should have bent with my legs wider so I wouldn't have needed to take those steps.
I didn't really think about it too much. I can like feel it in the body, but at the end of the day, I think the one-arm move is pretty much my job to make it work, really. Like, I've got to be able to hold that one arm and Dev's just got to balance me.
The girls held it together until the end, but the performance wasn't everything they'd hoped for.
You know, it's you now that's got to go back to the gym and discipline yourself. If your legs were wider when you caught, it wouldn't have happened because you could have taken it in your knees more. That is what you need out there in your toolbox, just in case it don't go exactly to plan.
Walking off the floor, obviously, I knew the mistakes were there. I was a little bit disappointed.
I was worried that our score was going to be really low.
The pair now have a weight on their hands before finding out their scores. But it's now Finn and Kirsten's turn to take to the floor.
I'm really excited to go out and perform, so hopefully we smash it.
Just do exactly the same as what you've been doing in training. Good luck. Come on, Kirsten.
When we stepped out onto the floor for this routine, I think we just thought to ourselves, just perform what we can.
I was nervous about holding the moves, as you do have to hold every single one for 3 seconds. And when you are in a competition, 3 seconds feels like 3 minutes, so it's a lot more pressure.
I was thinking about doing all my elements properly and not doing any silly mistakes to prevent any big risks from happening. I was just concentrating on all my techniques because sometimes when we're nervous we tend to rush the bends and the jumps. It just requires a lot of power and a lot of concentration that can sometimes make your brain hurt a little bit.
Waiting for the score is nerve-wracking because you don't know what the judges have picked up on.
I don't know, I think it's going to be close.
The scores are in, and they aren't just close. Finn and Kirsten were beaten by 0.1 of a point just because they didn't hold a pose for quite long enough.
You've got to hold everything for 3 seconds. Every second you don't hold, you lose the automatic 0.3 deduction.
I'm actually feeling quite disappointed just because we were in a strong position. I was kind of expecting to finish in first because this is our strongest routine, but unfortunately, due to the deduction, we finished in second place.
We know that everything else in the routine was fine, so we know what was good about it and we can move forward with that.
The world of gymnastics is incredibly tough. A tiny slip-up has cost Finn and Kirsten a gold medal.
So looking on the bright side, you know, at the end of the day, there's still silver at the British Championships.
Me and Kirsten got a silver medal, which was amazing, considering all the changes that we had to do to our routine because of her growth spurt.
Because I have grown a lot, it does put the partnership a bit more on edge because I could get too tall for Finn.
The results are also in for Dove and Nairi. They've done better than they'd hoped, given their mistakes. A score of 28.05 lands them in second place.
Well done, girly whirly woos. So you had the angels with you today then?
Still a silver medal at British Championships. You can't really complain, really.
I'm feeling positive that we know how to correct our mistakes.
All a learning curve, and we know we can do better next time.
Next time on Gym Stars.
The artistic squad attempt a challenge outside the gym.
God, this is like gymnastics meets balance on a whole new level.
Maddie faces a life-changing test.
We do have to remember that she is a 12-year-old girl. There are obviously consequences if she makes a mistake.
Go, 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 go.
And now Wilson sets the Birmingham boys another Gym Stars challenge.
1, 2, come on, faster.